Have you ever tried to figure out how far to roll an in-the-money covered call while also deciding what strike price to choose? That's exactly what I'm doing with NVDA today. And today's roll not only brought in $418 in premium, it also opened the position up to another $1,000 in potential capital gains and generated enough income to pay for 2 more shares. Let me show you how I worked through the decision. With NVDA trading at about $217 a share, my starting point today is an in-the-money covered call at a $200 strike. And my question is simple. How far out in time would I need to go if I wanted to raise the strike price to $205 or even $210 and still receive a net credit? So instead of guessing, I just worked through the order form step by step. First, I'm looking for the earliest expiration date where I can roll from 200 to 205 for a credit. I'm going to start with this $200 expiring call and see how far I have to go out in time to raise the strike price to $205. And then I'm going to see how far I need to go to raise it to $210. This is the closing order for the roll, and this is a potential opening order for my new call. So I'm changing the strike price to $205. If I rolled it out 3 days and up to $205, I would have to pay about $500. So I'm just going to keep going out in time and see at what point I can get a net credit for this roll. Rolling out 7 days would cost me about $430. A 2-week roll would cost me between $288 and $325. 3 weeks would still cost me. A 28-day roll would cost me probably $55. And if I go all the way out to July 2nd, I could probably receive a small net credit, maybe $25 or $30. So a July 2nd roll up to 205 is a roll that is open to me and would give me a net credit and potential capital gains. And once I find that first possible net credit, I already have a reasonable trade. I've improved the strike price, kept the position going, and still generated income. But I'm not locked in to stopping there. Now the question becomes, if I'm willing to go further out in time, can I improve the position even more? So at this point, I switch the strike from 205 to 210 and keep moving further and further out in time until I finally find another net credit. Now let's see how far I would need to go out to raise the strike price to 210, which would bring me an additional $1,000 in capital gains. A July 2nd roll I would need to pay for about $300. July 10th would still be a debit, as would July 17th. And if I go all the way out to August 21st, that's an 84-day roll, I could receive about $400 and increase my strike price by $10 a share. And when I reach that point, the trade starts to look very different because now I'm not just collecting premium. I'm also opening the position up to another $1,000 in potential capital gains if the shares are called away at 210 instead of 200. Even though I don't usually like to roll out 3 months, this is a very attractive roll to me because the $1,000 plus the additional $400 and some dollars is a pretty good return compared to the $20,000 that I could receive today by allowing these shares to be called away. And the $420 of premium will almost completely pay for me to add 2 more shares to the account. And I really would like to increase the share count above 200 shares. So I am opting into the 84-day roll. It filled at 420. And this is the part I really like. The premium from the roll isn't just income sitting in cash. I also use it to increase ownership. So after making the adjustment, I'm using the premium from the roll to buy 2 more NVDA shares and adding them to the account. Now the position has more upside potential, more shares, and continued income generation working in the background. And I'm using that $418 to cover the cost of 2 new shares. And the annualized return on the roll is still above 9%, even going all the way out 84 days. And there's another layer to this. The 9% annualized return I'm looking at here is based only on the premium from the roll itself. But if the shares are eventually called away at the new $210 strike, I would also capture another $10 per share in capital gains. And when I combine those two pieces together, the premium and the additional capital gains, the annualized return on the trade becomes much larger. Let me show you what that looks like in the spreadsheet. So my current covered call is now closed. For the new call, I now have an 84-day contract, and I received $418.84. Even though the current share price is $217.09, I had capped my profits on these shares at $20,000. So I'm using that as my collateral value, and a $418.64 premium over 84 days on $20,000 worth of shares gives me an annualized rate of return of 9.1%. But that return is just showing the return based on the premium. If these shares are called away, I will actually add another $1,000 to this income. So just for the point of comparison, if the shares are called away, the combination of the premium and the capital gains will be $1,418.64, and that changes my annualized rate of return to 30.82%. Quick note, this complexity is exactly why I track these trades in a spreadsheet. Once you start comparing different strike prices and expiration dates, it becomes much easier to evaluate the trade-offs when you can actually see the premium, the annualized return, and the potential capital gains side by side. If you want to follow this process yourself, I have the spreadsheet available on my website along with instructions on how to use it. But $1,000 of that is just hypothetical return. So I'm going to take away this 1 in the thousands place and just leave my 418.64. So I have a guaranteed 9.10% return on this $20,000 worth of shares and a potential $1,000 in capital gains. And then I bought these 2 new shares paying $434.18. So at this point, my total out-of-pocket cash investment is $20,302.04. And I'm going to divide that by 177 shares for an adjusted cost per share of $114.70. I have a cash secured put that will be expiring on June 5th. The current net liquidity of this NVDA position is now $36,200. So if I add my total expense and the net liquidating value, I can see that my current profit is $15,897, which is up almost $3,000 from the last time I checked it on May 1st. So this wasn't just a covered call roll. I used the roll to improve the position in multiple ways at the same time. I raised the strike price from $200 to $210. I opened the position up to another $1,000 in potential capital gains, and I used the premium to buy 2 more shares. Now, does that mean NVIDIA will still be above 210 in 84 days? I have no idea, but I don't need to know that. I'm not trying to predict the future perfectly. I'm looking for opportunities to steadily improve the position over time. And this roll gave me income now, more upside later, and greater ownership going forward. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to move the position forward and be repeatable.